For question one, you're going to be doing a written response. You're currently watching this video, and you're going to use this presentation here to answer the following questions. In your own words, what is a still life, contour line drawing, and value? Before we define and answer these questions on your own here, let's first click on this link to the presentation and look at some of these different terms. So you're going to be doing a still life drawing collage. There's many still lifes over time that artists have created. The main idea of a still life is an artwork that shows mostly inanimate objects. Inanimate means things that cannot move or live. So again, you could argue that a plant is alive and might be able to move a little bit towards sunlight, but we're talking more about conscious living things that make choices. Artists use this technique to become better in their skills of drawing and, most importantly, seeing. So here's some different examples of still lifes over time. So you have flower arrangement here in a vase, clearly a still life. And then you have a more stylized still life plant by Vincent van Gogh. And then you have an even more stylized or abstracted artwork by Pablo Picasso several years later. Then M.T. Escher, known for creating the illusions and impossible realities. He created a still life, value drawing still life with an impossible reality. And then Roy Lichtenstein got a lot of inspiration from his still lifes from comic books, or at least old comic books from the 50s and 60s, and did a still life based off of that with Ben Bay dots. So now that we've defined a still life, let's talk about different drawing techniques. One of the first drawing techniques you're going to be learning about today is contour line. A contour line is a line that defines the edges and the surface outlines of an object. So if we look at Batman and this drawing, this drawing of a brush and a book here, you notice it's defined just by lines. There's no color and there's no lightness or darkness or shading. So a contour line means it's just made up of lines defining the object. Now, one step further, once you've done a contour line drawing, you can add a range of lightness and darkness. This is known as value. Some people call it shading. So creating shading through various degrees of lightness and darkness in artwork is known as value. When you add value to a contour line artwork, it creates the illusion of volume on objects and contrast in an image. Basically, it makes the artwork look a lot more realistic. So if we look at this contour line drawing of a pumpkin, pretty good, but when you add that value, it makes it really appear to pop out, show depth and contrast. Same with the cartoon stylized contour line drawing of Batman here, much more realistic with value and shading. So we've learned a little bit about still lifes, contour line drawings, and value. When you're working today, you're going to complete multiple contour line drawings using soft, light pencil marks. You're going to fill the page with information by drawing big, and you're going to be using shapes that you see in the objects. Be sure to draw light and then darker and heavier as you work through here. Now it's your turn to answer these questions. In your own words, what is a still life? In your own words, what is a contour line drawing? And in your own words, what is value? Write your responses for question one here.